Here we are, Disney Villianous, Sugar and Spite, King Candy. Before we get started, sorry about any noise in the background. Someone needs to do their laundry and they chose right now. Now, everyone has seen Wreck-It Ralph, right? If you haven't, go watch it. We'll wait. Welcome back. So you know that King Candy is actually Turbo. And his whole story has to do with Vanellope von Schweetz. Now let's put that into a board game. And the one location, and here it is. Sugar Rush Speedway. Now, I know that they could have gone with 4 different locations. They could have used Flitwick's Arcade. They could have done the bad guy conference room. They could have done Sugar Rush and Wreck-It Ralph's game. But they didn't. They only chose Sugar Rush Speedway. And as a speedway, you have to follow a track. When moving with King Candy, you can move between 1 and 4 spaces along the track. There is a figure 8 circuit track. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. When you have stopped on a action spot, you can use the action you're on, the one behind you, and the one in front of you. So this way you can figure out what you want to do. Before you get Vanellope in play, just worry about what's there. Get yourself power, play your cards, discard cards, look for certain cards. Because we are going to go over the ones that I find are more important to the entire scenario. Starting with Pay to Race. You can look for this, although it will be much more helpful after you've gotten Vanellope into play. But Pay to Race is a card that plays before you do anything. It does not take a play a card action. This is before you perform actions on your turn. You may play Pay to Race without performing a play a card action. Pay up to 6 power and move King Candy forward that number of action spaces. So let's pretend I paid 6. I had already ended my turn at this location. So if I paid 6, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's where I'm going to start the turn, instead of only doing the maximum of 4. There is another card that you can play without needing a play a card action, and that's Turbotastic. Play Turbotastic without performing a play a card action. If any of your 3 available activate actions are covered, you may use those actions. So if there is a hero covering the spots on top, then you can play Turbotastic to be able to use them. But now let's get into the more fun cards instead of the ones you can play before you do anything. Starting with Have Some Candy. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put 2 of the cards into your hand, then discard the rest. So when you're looking for cards that you would like to get into your hand, or if you're looking for specific cards, like a glitch, we'll go over that soon, you can keep using that as long as you have one in your hand, and you can scan through your deck. You can also play out Sour Bill as an ally. When Sour Bill is played or moved, you may reveal cards from the top of your deck until you find an ally. Put the ally into your hand and place the remaining cards in any order back on top of your deck. So you put him into play and you start going through your deck. See, that's not an ally. That's not an ally. That is. So that would go into your hand. These go back to the top of the deck. Now you get to choose in what order. Let's say you really want that one. Put that on top, and you put it back. Meanwhile, this item, ally, goes back into your hand. He stays in play. So, nice and easy. But the best ally, at least in my opinion, is the Candy Cybug. Candy Cybugs are not discarded after use in a Vanquish action. Instead, increase its strength by 1 and move it to a new location. So if it's here and you need to vanquish a hero, it vanquishes, gets stronger, and then you can just move it wherever else. It's a great card to have available to you. But now that we have all of that going, we need to start worrying about how to win. Because you've noticed, Vanellope is not in play. So you play Ralph's Hero Medal. When Ralph's Hero Medal is played, find Wreck-It Ralph and play him to this location. Attach Ralph's medal to him, and when Wreck-It Ralph is defeated, find Vanellope von Schweetz and play her to that location. So we play the hero's medal to wherever you have a side bug, potentially, which means you then play Wreck-It Ralph. Now, Wreck-It Ralph is a 6th strength character, so you might have to have some more allies available to you. Oh, sorry, that goes with him. And now that he's holding the hero's medal, if you were to take him out, let's say that the side bug was strong enough to do that. You remove the hero's medal, you remove Wreck-It Ralph, and you find Vanellope. Now, because you moved somebody, or you took out somebody with a side bug moves over and gets stronger. It's a great little card to have. There are other ways for your opponent to get rid of your side bug, but you want it to get strong and stay strong. Now that you have Vanellope in play, you play a glitch. When glitch is played, attach it to Vanellope von Schweetz. If a glitch is already attached, move King Candy and the racer token forward 2 spaces. If no other glitch is attached, place the racer token on and King Candy at the start-finish line and end your turn. So, you play the glitch. Now, this is Vanellope von Schweetz. And Vanellope comes into play at the start line, and you have to move King Candy back there as well. You've now ended your turn. The glitch does stay in play. There are 3 glitches in the deck, so they can stack. And as I said, if you play another glitch, you can move them both forward 2 spaces. Now, to win the game, King Candy has to complete the track and finish before Vanellope. So now, at the start of your first turn, now that Vanellope is in play, you remove the top card from your deck and you look at the price. If there's no price, Vanellope does not move. If there is a price, like the other card that we know, 1. That means Vanellope gets to move 1 because of the card. But she also moves 2 more. So that way she's always moving. So 1, 2. If the first card was a 0, as it was, then she would still get to move 2. Now it's your turn. You get to choose. You can still move 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're currently in the lead. And now that the race is actually going, you can play cards like Locked Up Memories. You can either gain 3 power or move the racer token back 2 action spaces. So 1, 2. Or you can gain 3 power if you need it. There's also allies that can help you, like Taffeta Mutton Fudge. When Taffeta Mutton Fudge is played or moved, move the racer token back 2 action spaces, or you may perform a play card action. So after Taffeta goes into play, racer can move back again, or you can play an extra card. Now, a very expensive card that you want to make sure is either discarded or in your hand when Vanellope starts racing is Can't Be Allowed to Race. Costs 6. Move any number of allies to a hero's location. Perform a vanquish action, but do not discard the allies used to defeat the hero. Then, you may move the racer token back 3 action spaces. Now, you don't want to take out Vanellope, because you kind of need her to be in the race to be able to win. But that can be used early against Wreck-It Ralph. It can also get used against Fix-It Felix Jr. When Fix-It Felix Jr. is played, you may move Vanellope to any location. So when he gets played, you can move her over. That way you can cover something else. Let's say the King Candy's coming around. He's actually here, so you can cover up something that he's coming up to. And at the start of King Candy's turn, he can only move forward 2 or 3 space actions. So while Fix-It Felix is in play, you can only choose 2 or 3. You cannot choose 1 or 4, which is a terrifying thought. But that's why there's the cards that will allow you to move over, or you can use the move a card action to move the Sidebug over. And now that the Sidebug is stronger, take him out. Fun thing to watch out for from your opponents is Vanellope's Medal. You may choose and play a hero from King Candy's discard pile. That hero gets +1 strength. So that could potentially bring Wreck-It Ralph back into play, and he could become a 7. It would be terrifying for that to happen. And then the last big card that I wish to talk about is Sergeant Samora Jean Calhoun. When Calhoun is played, you may move Vanellope to any other location. So again, you can move her over to where King Candy is about to show up. King Candy must pay 1 power to perform a play a card action. So move there, and continue. But now, if you have nothing of those cards that I was talking about to move the racer back, remember that all she has to do is look at the top card of a deck. Like that one, she'd only move 2 spaces. That one, she would move 2 spaces. That one, she would move 3. It can quickly pile up. And Vanellope can get ahead real quick. And not necessarily, but if you keep playing glitches on top of her, you both move up 2 spaces. So you could change the outlook of what's going to happen, but those first few cards that we talked about let you look at your cards and put them back into any order. So you can kind of plan for what's going to happen next. But we'll have to go over all of that in the walkthrough, which will be coming up right after you watch this. So keep your eyes open, and we'll see you soon.